Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Whiteboard Wednesdays with Vanna. And today we have some special guest with us. We have Isaac, who is the Business Development Manager for Data Sciences Corporation. Isaac, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Vanna. Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me.
Really, really good to have you with us. It's been a long time coming and we hope to make you a regular because we get tired of Richard sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I've been told that I need to come here very often.
We need to get some more cast members. So we'll replace our general purpose expert with our business development manager for this video. So the reason we're here together today is that Pure Storage had their last Accelerate event now recently, and there were some pretty good announcements or some exciting announcements, and you're gonna share with us and the audience what those announcements were.
Yeah, so it's an annual event.
Yeah.
They do it around mid-year. So this one happened from the 14th to the 16th of June. So it's about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, at time of recording.
So it's very recent, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
great.
So there has been some announcements that I would like to share with everybody.
Give us the highlights quickly before we go into them.
So in a nutshell, there's three big announcements that were made.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's new controllers that
New
were
controllers. Always
announced.
good.
New models.
New models.
Of arrays.
Yeah.
On the C side.
Okay.
And there's a brand new box.
Ooh. Okay. So we're going to get into all three of these. New controllers, new C alignment, and a brand new box. Well, let's kick it off.
Indeed, we will.
New controllers, what does that mean for us?
Yeah, so we are at Gen 4.
Gen 4, okay.
Gen 4 of the controllers.
What does that mean?
The R4s.
Yeah.
They've got the latest Xeon technology.
Intel Xeon, latest chipsets.
DDR5.
DDR5.
Memory.
So that's a big step up, right? So this is not just... It's not a small step up, right?
Yeah,
so let's quantify that. What does that mean?
So basically, to customers, that's about 40% of performance improvement
On the processor side.
on the processor side.
Wow. Normally we see like Intel gives you like a 20, 25, maybe 30, right? So 40% in terms of application is big.
It's a big jump.
Yeah, it's a big jump.
Big jump.
Okay.
And we're gonna get about up to 80% of memory throughput
Yes.
on those controllers.
So those buses are just way bigger. So 80% memory throughput. So this new R4 array can probably do the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs. Obviously not a Star Wars fan. So let's carry on. So Isaac, let's put it in a different way. This is what we call pure VUMA, right? I mean,
Yes.
this is we're adding performance, or Pure is adding some huge performance in the R4 controller.
Absolutely.
So I mean that's great news. When can the customers?
Well, customers can order now.
Yeah.
We're expecting shipment around October.
Okay, so immediately start placing orders, and boxes will arrive October.
October, yes, yeah.
Brilliant.
And we also have existing customers who are on Evergreen.
Yes.
Those who are eligible,
Yeah.
they can upgrade to the latest.
To the latest R4 with their next upgrade. That's great. I mean, October timeframe for shipment, delivery, that gets you in before year-end freeze. For a lot of our customers who go into year-end freeze for their data centers. So in terms of planning, gives us enough time to actually get those projects going, right?
Yes.
Brilliant. So that's the Gen 4 R4 controller. Brilliant. Now let's second one, the C arrays.
So the second announcement, basically, there's been new C models that have been announced.
Okay.
So customers will be familiar. Some will be, but I think a lot of customers are familiar with what in the portfolio. We've got the C range.
Yeah.
We've got the X range.
Okay.
And we've had up until now the C40 and the C60. Now that is changing a little bit.
Yeah.
We've got now the C50,
Okay.
the C70, and the C90.
Aligning with the X branding
With the
or a
X
range
range.
in terms of that. And okay, so that's an alignment, but it's not just in name only. The controllers, the
Yeah.
R4 controllers impacting C.
So the alignment, yes, you are spot on. It extends beyond just the naming convention. The controller is exactly the same.
Okay.
So what determines the persona of each array, whether it's a C or a X, is the media being used.
Okay. So the
As
actual
we-
storage disk, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct,
Right.
correct. And as we know, the C has always been optimized for capacity,
Yes.
and the X optimized for performance.
Great.
So the media plays a huge role in determining the
I would
best.
take it that performance is the TLC, traditional TLC, and then for capacity, we're looking at the QLC,
At the QLC.
DFMs. Okay.
Correct.
Brilliant. So, so that's pretty clever. Obviously allows higher density. And then, we can, those Cs can scale up to how many petabytes?
Just under 9 petabytes. So 8.9 petabytes on the biggest box.
Huge density on that. So that's great stuff. So very clever, just optimizing the supply chain in terms of standardizing on controller and having your media done there. So all of those efficiencies that Pure is bringing into their supply chain management is then passed on to the guys there.
Absolutely.
So that is very clever. The third and last one for our announcement.
So the
Big
last announcement is the big one.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got a portfolio of products. A couple of months ago, customers will remember that there was a Flash Blade E announced.
Yes.
Okay. Now there's a new kid on the block, which
Okay.
is the Flash Array E.
Flash Array E.
Flash
So we've got
Array
X, C, and now E, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Flash Blade, everybody knows it's the unified block and no, not block. My apologies.
Yeah.
It's object and file.
Yes, correct.
Now the Flash Array is block and file.
Okay, so the new E is block and file. That is a fantastic use case. There's a lot that can be said around that. But I think just quickly, we're talking fiber channel, iSCSI on the block side. We're talking CIFS, NFS on the file side.
On the file side.
Right.
That's correct.
And that really opens up quite a bit of opportunity with that. And,
Yes.
and scales as well.
It scales. It can go up to 4 petabytes.
Brilliant. So I think this warrants having you back on our show in a part 2 of the announcements, where we will do a deep dive into the new Flash Array E
Oh, fantastic.
You, up for that?
I'm happy to do that.
and have a look at some of the use cases and applications for this new kid on the block.
Yeah, definitely. We can do that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Isaac, thank you so much for joining us on Whiteboard Wednesdays with Vanna. Really appreciate your time, and thank you to the audience for tuning in once again.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me, and thanks for inviting me.
Brilliant. Love to see you back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and follow our LinkedIn page.